Who will lead Brazil's attack in the 2026 World Cup? Will it be the experienced but struggling Richarlison, or is a new star rising in the form of Chelsea's young striker João Pedro? The winds of change are blowing through Brazil's national team, and the decisions ahead could define a generation. Stay tuned, because what you're about to hear could be the early signs of a dramatic shift in Brazilian football. Let's dive in. Ever since that jaw-dropping bicycle kick goal in the 2022 World Cup, Richarlison had seemingly secured his place as Brazil's go-to striker. That one moment captured the imagination of fans around the world and reminded us all of the flair and magic Brazilian football is known for. But football moves fast, and memories alone aren't enough to keep a spot in the national team. Since then, Richarlison's form has dipped considerably. During the 2023-24 Premier League season with Tottenham Hotspur, he managed only 11 goals. Not a terrible number at first glance, but here's the real concern. Injuries and inconsistent performances limited him to just around 35 appearances, many of which were off the bench or in games where he failed to make a meaningful impact. In high-pressure matches, he was virtually invisible. For a player once seen as a guaranteed starter for Brazil, that raises serious questions, and no one is ignoring it. Not even Carlo Ancelotti, the man now at the helm of the Brazil national team. Taking over in 2025, Ancelotti made his philosophy clear from day one. I want players who are performing consistently well at the club level. Form and mentality both matter. That's a warning siren for Richarlison and a golden opportunity for others waiting in the wings. One name that has surged into the spotlight is João Pedro. Just 23 years old, this young Brazilian forward has been turning heads in England. He began his rise with Brighton and is now wearing the blue of Chelsea. In the 2024-25 season, João Pedro delivered some truly impressive numbers. 10 goals and 6 assists in 27 Premier League matches. That's a goal contribution every 90 minutes of about 0.64. An excellent ratio for any forward, let alone one still early in his career. But it's not just the numbers, it's the moments. João Pedro made a massive statement in the Club World Cup. In the semifinals, he netted 2 crucial goals. Then in the final, he found the net again, helping Chelsea lift the trophy. Big games, big goals. That's what national team coaches love to see. And it didn't go unnoticed. When Ancelotti named his first Brazil squad in June 2025, the football world watched closely. There were surprises. Injuries kept Neymar out, but veterans like Casemiro and, perhaps surprisingly, Richarlison were still included. However, the message was loud and clear. No one is guaranteed a spot anymore. Performance is everything. Behind the scenes, changes are unfolding. Brazil is entering a period of transition. Established names are no longer untouchable. Young, hungry, and informed players are knocking at the door, and in some cases, kicking it down. João Pedro is one of those players. Now here's the big question. If Richarlison doesn't rediscover his form soon, is his place in the 2026 World Cup squad at risk? And could João Pedro take his place as Brazil's primary striker? This isn't just a tactical decision, it's a symbolic one. Richarlison represents the past few years of Brazilian football, full of highs and lows. João Pedro represents a new direction. Energy, promise, and performance under pressure. One thing is clear, Brazil's World Cup squad is far from set in stone. With the tournament still months away, every match and every performance at club level matters. For Richarlison, it's a race against time to prove he still belongs. For João Pedro, it's a chance to seize the moment and cement his place in football history. So we ask you, who should lead the line for Brazil in 2026? Should it be the seasoned but inconsistent Richarlison or the rising, informed João Pedro? Drop your opinion in the comments. We're eager to hear what the fans think. And if you're a true football fan who loves to stay ahead of the curve, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe. There are big stories unfolding ahead of the World Cup, and you won't want to miss any of them. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.